This please up and totally exploded. It sounds like they found I don't even know. I thought it was just a fucking. Oh, there's puzzles. I have no. Pretty. Oh, for sure. Red one. Finder the enemy. Back up. I don't know. They're coming. That's the last player. I know, that's the platform. I don't know. Okay. That's. Ah, that's me. I thought.
There is a place where the lost embers go as their light begins to fade.
Oh wow, I'm not even. I wasn't even the first guy. I was. That alright? That's.
Ember stood still, unable to face what was to come.
I'm gonna learn.
The wall glistened. The painting showed embers on a sacred journey. Ember felt so afraid and alone that it was a relief to find someone to talk to. Ember froze, almost too frightened to look away, when they noticed a small satchel. The satchel felt heavy. Ember looked inside. The statue shone brightly in the light. There was a symbol on the floor. Ember noticed something wrong.
I didn't match it. This is not the pirates. That's iron.
There was a round space where something used to fit.
That's it.
To Ember's delight, the golden statue slid perfectly into place.
Ah. Iron.
Ember left, feeling sorry for the stranger now alone in the dark.
That's all. That is very. Now what's that?
The stairway opened into a dark forest. Ember could feel fear taking over. They'd washed up alone, somewhere very unfamiliar.
Now. That's just.
Ember felt like they were being watched. The foxes howled into the night. The only reply was silence.
Right here. Oh.
The path was blocked. As Ember approached, the flames seemed to call out.
Ah.
With a feeling like falling, the forest had slipped away. Ember felt lost in darkness and ruin. The caged flame stoked new hope in Ember.
That's fine. Yes.
hope was almost within reach.
Fire. What do we do?
The flame spoke and Ember listened.
Hey. Ah. Hey. Hey. Be by fire. Back here. So it's gonna come back here. Higher powers.
The flame lingered ahead.
Back here. Hey.
Was it trying to escape
Right here.
or leading the way?
Back here. Hey. Come here. You're right.
The campfire flickered into life. The ghost spoke. Hope has returned to a forlorn. I will warm them until they choose to move on. Ember looked to the ghost for answers. This is a place between places. To travel through as your light fades. But none have passed on in a long time. The Forest King now holds us here. And those who linger will turn forlorn. Again, that word, forlorn. The forlorn are those who lost their way along the path. If you find them, send them to me and I will guide them.
Right.
I am just a guide along the way to fan the flame.
Dad.
So many lost embers have I seen, more than I could help. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind.
I want to help.
There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them. Step backwards, little Ember. Look behind. Upon a small grassy cliff rests a forlorn.
Wait, yeah, I talk to you.
The stranger said, "Take care of those you care about the most."
But this one first. Alright, Debbie. Hi. Hey, wait, look. Oh, say hi. Oh, hi. There. Ah.
Barely visible through the murky water was the shadow of something hiding. And on a small pier with barely a sound, a lonely fisherman sat.
Ah. Hey. Hello.
The traveller spoke. You ever had roast frog, friend? I miss a good roast frog. Oh, how they crackle.
Wonderful. Hey.
The stranger had been forgotten.
What up? Oh, there's one.
They tried to follow as best they could. But no one heard them when they fell behind.
Ah. What are you?
The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you. The stranger looked at Ember with surprise. Someone came back for me. Thank you.
Hello. Hey. Every minute.
the traveler said. You sailed in here. Where's your boat? Friend, you need a boat. Go see the builder in the caves. Tell them I'm sorry I never came back. The stranger had blazed their own path, created their own rock, their own islands. They did not need Ember's kindness. But still, Ember stayed. Building a bridge should it ever be needed.
Now the first strip. Actually.
The stranger met Ember's eyes. The two shared a moment of silence.
They're about to go there. What the? Oh yeah, sure. Heck. I believe I just picked that up. That was kind of like touched it. Now this does take that. I am strong.
The stranger was trapped, caught in a maze. It was hard to make sense of this place.
Exactly how.
The trail just kept on closing.
Why? Bad thing. Yeah. Ah! Right, that was fun. This is acting.
The stranger's voice was hoarse. I just need some time, I think, to see things clearly. The Ember was curious. Where did you wake up?
Back in the pile.
I'm headed for the crossroads. It's not far, I think. I've heard there's a nest there, a safe place. The fisherman murmured quietly between sorrowful breaths. The fisherman felt so useless. His former joys were hollow. Sitting out there every day by the pond. Only the dark water to hear him talk. In that darkness, a glimmer flickered. A thought beating like a drum. A thought that went round and round. It all started with a frog. Every day by the pond, a constant reminder. For a brief moment, the fisherman struggled to speak. He looked at Ember, hopeful. The fisherman spoke softly. There's a frog in that pond, a big one. Saw him grow from a tadpole. We were friends of a sort. Spent every day side by side. So much better at fishing than me, that frog is. Catches them before I can bait them. It makes me feel useless some days. The fisherman sighed. I've wasted so much time feeling like this. The old man looked carefully at the pond, at their rod, at Ember. Well, listen to me here rambling on and on. It helps though, telling someone. Thank you, Ember. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. Poor little worms. They didn't ask to be here. But how do you fish without them? One for me, one for the fishes. Slurp 'em down. You saw the frog? Did the frog mention me? You ask the frog about me, see what they say. Actually, no, just... Please don't tell the frog how much I talk about them. I chased old Blue Betty round this pond for years. Best days of my life catching that fish. Had to use myself as bait. Stuck on me head ever since. They say catching a fish isn't the point. So I tell myself that. I tell myself that a lot. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were fixed on Ember, but it seemed to mean no harm. Was this the frog that the fisherman spoke of? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. If you need help catching anything, you just ask. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. Its eyes were Was this the frog? Ember could hardly ignore the rumbling from the frog's belly. The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling. The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." Take the path east of here, gaze into the pond. The frog knows of a lost forlorn. stranger said thoughtfully. I felt so alone.
Ah!
I was so lost.
Can I have that? I need that, please. Stop
The
it, can I
stranger
have that?
whispered, "Be kind to yourself."
Really need. Where did you guys get these frogs?
The old gate was locked. The crow held its shining trophy tight.
Stop the stop, bitch. Ass.
The cave entrance was overgrown with dry brambles.
Right.
Inside was a scrap of journal. The strangers on the water went on without me. Where have I landed? Vines and thorns stretch out to trip me.
Bye.
The stranger whispered. Ever feel like you are being watched? I've never felt that. What does it feel like? Is it nice? It sounds nice.
I know.
The broken net hung ominously around the skeleton's neck.
Hey.
The stranger shivered in the cold. They'd moved through such dark places. Warmth was a distant memory, stolen by the passing miles. They lay down and closed their
But
eyes.
still, I like it.
stranger blinked at Ember. Is it morning already? How long have I been asleep?
Perhaps.
The door was sealed shut.
Maria. Now, Dad.
The key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
Hurry. We're not just scoop it up. Just closer with the rim. This. Mindy. Ah. Are we here now?
The worm looked helpless, with no way to escape. As Ember picked it up, the worm let out a little yelp.
Dad. I feel bad now. Baby. Oh.
The fisherman noticed the broken net Ember was carrying. Let me have a look. See what I can do. With a silk thread, the fisherman carefully knotted it together. With each knot he tied, a net began to form. Here you go. Good as new. If you need help catching anything, you just ask.
I miss
The frog stared at Ember, its belly rumbling.
Ah!
This was not how Ember had imagined the end. The gurgling of water, a deafening heartbeat. But then,
There's that.
the frog returned Ember's good deed by leading them to a lost forlorn.
Yes.
The Wanderer's Diary. Unfamiliar trees, a path overgrown. Is this a resting place? A place between places? I call out, but mine is the only voice. The stranger stood alone. Their friends have fallen aside, retreating from what came next. The stranger had ventured on. Now they were deep in the woods. It felt so pointless.
What the f- Fudge.
The stranger spoke hesitantly. Is the campfire crowded? Let me gather myself. I'll see you there.
Alrighty, people.
The stranger spoke. You look hungry, friend. You bring any broth with you? There's a cook in the swamp. Makes a broth like you wouldn't believe. Keep telling them that it doesn't taste right. They'll keep giving you more.
Ah. kind of cool. I got the
Key was nestled between the reeds, but it was just out of reach.
That's where you used to be. Right.
The old gate was locked. Ember placed the key in the lock and slowly began to turn it.
That's your key.
The stranger gasped for breath. Dark water slipping above their head. The sea didn't care if they sank or swam. Slowly the tides ebbed, washing over old walls. A safe harbour emerging from the inky depths. Ember reached out a hand.
Gotcha.
The stranger looked down. The ground feels good beneath my feet, friend. Ember found the Wanderer's diary. The oily smell of frogs. They know more than they will say. They watch me watching them.
Nasty. Campfire.
The ghost said, "You have done all you can, little one. Your journey lies ahead." Little one, your journey ahead will not be easy. The path to leave this place is blocked. I will guide others to follow after you clear the way.
Ow. Hey, do it. I don't.
There are others like me who can help. You will always be welcome here in the forest. Once again, Ember could feel eyes watching.
Hey. Yes, back there, you son bitch. How in the fuck do you have?
Ember uncovered a journal entry. Dusk brings the longest shadows. The lanthorn comforts me. Soft melodies from home. The wild things listen. Yellow eyes and graying trees. Ember approached the forlorn, but felt it was different. They said, "I know what I need to do, what I need to feel. I don't want to be helped." Ember could not help. Not all problems were puzzles to be solved.
Hey.
The crossroads gate was locked. Do you know where we are?
No.
I've been walking forever, lost in the marsh. The two travelers were talking quietly. Yeah, I I got so lost in the marsh, you know? Why go anywhere else if it's safe here? Yeah, never having to worry again. The birds scare me though. The guard joked. Another scrawny ember from the forest. And with a bag looking all nicely and shiny. Both guards started looking at Ember with a deathly stare. The guard leered. The Forest King would like you, little scruff. Yes, come a little closer. Let us see what's in that bag. We guard the door to the Forest King. Oh yes, we decide who gets to see the king. The Forest King will want to see you. Yes, come this way. A feeling of foreboding overcame Ember. Ember was terrified but tried not to show it. The giant bird spoke softly. Another little Ember. Speak, little one. Do not fear. The bird is a friend. Ember wanted to feel safe. Oh, little Ember, birds won't hurt you. Birds will take another under our wing. Stay safe in the nest, you'll never turn forlorn. Ember was still afraid. Is it the night that scares you, little one? See, night is gone. Day is here. Birds will make the world less frightening. It wasn't only the night that frightened Ember.
A bird that helps him. Literally, because
The bird was disappointed. Stay? No need to help, silly forlorn. Hope is false. Hope hurts little ones in the end. The Forest King spoke so gently to Ember. Perhaps they could rest here for a while. It was hard to know what else to say. Clever little Ember. You will stay. You will not turn forlorn. Search for hope no more. Now take this feather. Feather means Ember is one of us now. Birds keep little ones safe. Birds should never leave the nest. The guard seemed pleased. Clever scruff sticking with us. I can hold that bag for you.
oh,
Leave them alone. They're one of us now.
exactly. I have a
Yeah, one of us. And we all shares bags and things.
You're near.
The stranger wanted Ember's attention, being careful not to speak too loudly.
Birds.
You should get away from here while you still can. You can't trust the birds.
I remember this. The
I've heard
towers.
there's another campfire in the marsh. Well, that's where I'm going if I can find a way down. The travelers had disappeared. Their campfire remained. The ashes were still warm. Bird tracks lay in the cinders.
Hey,
The guard squawked. Stand back, don't come any closer.
I have a feather. Down there.
Nothing down there but sadness and turning forlorn. Go see the Forest King. He'll set you straight.
Feather.
Got your first feather, I see. Best prove yourself, Scruff. Stand watch here. Promise you won't let anyone pass.
Yeah, sure. Here. Up.
The stranger leaned in. I know how crazy this sounds. But friend, those birds are really just embers, dressed up.
Don't say. Never would guess. Never saw.
Ember didn't like deceiving the birds. But what choice did they have? They couldn't rest in that place forever. They had to keep going.
Ice cream. Here.
Hidden away was a scrap of journal. There are memories here, bound in rock. I hear their voices echo in the ancient stone. I find footprints by the cinders, a makeshift camp.
Hey, you.
This forlorn was not the same as the others. The forlorn whispered softly, I know what I may never be ready. The future is yours, but mine is mine. Ember left the forlorn with it. The time wasn't right, perhaps would never be. Ember hurried away from the birds. The mist hung close to Ember, hiding them. The Forest King seemed frightened, the birds cruel. Ember would rather risk turning forlorn than become like them. Ahead there would be others to help, and maybe a way to move on.
Hi.
Ember found a scrap of journal. I heard them coming. The snap of a twig, a flutter of birds, a figure dashing through the undergrowth. Another like me? The traveler seemed distressed. I'm sure it's fine. They'll be okay. But it's been a while since... It's my fault.
Fox. Hi.
The traveler whispered quietly. No matter where I go, I always end up here. No matter where I go, always here.
There.
It looked like a map, but pieces were missing.
Thank you.
The piece formed a new route. Hidden inside was the wanderer's journal. Another face at last. A catcher of fish resting by a pond. We work together, silk and tar and aching fingers. My boat floats once more, though I almost wish to stay. It was the same place as before. But how?
Yeah, that I napped.
An eerie scene, like a moment frozen in time. Inside was a secret diary entry. Pink, orange, red, brown, leaves gently dancing to the ground. Crunch, crackle, lovely sound, fall into a giant mound.
Bye. Better.
Gradually, more of the map was revealed.
Yes.
A section of bridge had somehow been ripped from its foundations. It was like the map had been broken on purpose.
And
The mist revealed a secret place. Was it hidden on purpose? The stranger spoke. You know, part of me didn't want to be found. I said some things I shouldn't have. And now I'm lost. And it's too late. The skeleton looked peaceful. Held tightly in its hand was a red feather. The skeleton looked held tightly in its hand was a red feather.
Adam, Pearls.
The statue spoke, just as it once moved the hearts of the forlorn. The instrument you now hold has the power to move the world around you. Another before you took great effort to hide it deep within this riddle. The lanthorn began to glow. A lost message was inside. The mist is thick. One way blurs into another. Where do I end? Where does the world begin? I cannot see far enough to tell. Ember found a secret note from the Wanderer. Something beckons. This place is not home. I trace the map in my head, recite the older myths. I have to move on. There was one last place to reach on the map.
Ow! Ah,
Ember found a lost message. The smell of hot broth and hearty stew wafts across the swamp. By the cook's pot I meet another. They are on their own path, but we promise to meet again.
ah.
Ember felt a great relief to be out of the mist.
Ow! Patterson. Ow! Down a water slide.
Ember didn't mind getting muddy. The slide was such fun.
There, boys!
A sleeping pig trotters in the air. They looked happy. The plant looked like it could take a hand off, and it was in Ember's way.
Woo! Arr! Got it.
The fruit was giving off a sickly sweet smell. The plant looked like it could take a, and it was in Ember's way. Ember chuckled. The dangerous plant was no match for a hungry piggy.
Take that. No!
A hideous odor filled the air.
Yay!
And suddenly, the reason was obvious.
That's rude.
The pig inhaled a giant snort of air. Wait, what's that delicious smell? Ember shuffled nervously. Other embers fed me treats, but then stopped. You feed me now. As the pig chewed, a light grew in its belly. Fruity, fresh, but tastes a lot like mud. But what I want is something with more crunch. The pig would eat anything. Ember just needed to find more. It was junk. Maybe the pig would eat some junk. Inside was a scrap of journal. In the orchard, I meet the stranger from the cook's fire. A stranger no longer. Together we fill their satchel, food and memories for the road ahead. And with each thing it ate, the light grew even brighter. Surprising, a little sparky, but tingly in belly. But what I want is something with more crunch. Perhaps if Ember could satisfy the pig, they might be more helpful.
Edge.
The Wanderer's Diary. An ancient throne sits empty. No one remains to guide or protect, but we do not mind. My companion shelters with me now. We cannot help those left behind. The skull was disgusting. Perhaps the pig would like it.
Edison.
Ember came upon another campfire lost in the wilderness. It looked long cold, but ready to be lit. The ghost said, "Speak and I will listen." This is the hollow marsh. Here hope was consumed before it could flourish. You must not lose hope, or you too will turn. Ember thought of those they loved, those they'd left behind.
How to help?
There are others lost along their journey. Find them and I will guide them.
Help me.
Down steps to your east, travel the path south, watching a pig grow unhappy, a forlorn lost hope.
I. At you.
Through the mist, Ember could feel they were being watched.
How? I just do.
The stranger knew they had to move on. The path behind was forever closed. They knew they had no choice, and yet they hesitated. The stranger knew they had to move on. The path behind was forever closed. I tried so hard to see it all. To leave now seemed unbearable. The stranger stared past Ember. I'm almost ready. Let me sit a little longer. I will catch up. I promise.
Okay.
This was the last thing Ember could find to offer. Crunchy, embery, not much meat, bit too bony. But what I want is... The pig's stomach made an almighty sound. Ember chuckled with relief at the large creature they had been so afraid of. The pig had vanished, but something moved beneath the surface. In a muddy pond, Ember thought the pig looked a lot less imposing. The pig shouted joyously. The water feels so good on the skin. Join me, morsel. The pig seemed happy, but Ember wasn't getting too close. Why do I consume whatever people put in front of me? I need some true nourishment, but there's none left here. But so much cooler in this muddy pond, I can finally think. Thank you, morsel.
I right. We are. It's for it out. There's. Bye.